Hi guys, and welcome back to the Retro Gamer Quiz. Welcome to the channel. This is Retrobait. My name's Paul, and I'll be your host tonight. For what we have in store for us it's a little bit of a Sega versus Nintendo. Obviously, you can guess who Sega is. But our challenger is Budget Nostalgia, and he's a bit of a self-acclaimed kind of Nintendo guy. So it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top. So, without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to Budget, and here he is. Hello, Budget. How are you doing?
Not too bad. I wouldn't say I know a lot about Nintendo, but I'm a fan.
Oh, you can't say that now. So, how are you feeling? I know, obviously, we've been chatting a little bit beforehand and a bit nervous.
Yeah, a bit nervous. Scott's just been killing it. So,
well, he has.
I don't know if I'm going to take the crown or not.
He's won 6 in a row now. And yeah, I thought Retro Bear might have had him a little bit, but it was backwards and forwards. But in the end, Scott come through. But tonight, it's a whole nother quiz. We've got 10 very, very mixed questions.
It depends on the question.
We've got the picture round, which seems really good at. The music round, which everyone seems to be pretty bad at. So
I'm not going to show any better.
We'll just see how it goes, mate. You can only do your best.
That'll be a better crack.
So, have you been playing along much? When you watch it back or anything like that, have you been taking any shows?
Depends. Some weeks are all right, and then other weeks are just, one or two, or just depends.
Well, don't worry, mate. It is what it is. And
this week we're going for top marks.
A bit like a penalty shootout. At least you've had the balls to come on. And so, speaking about people coming on, there's Gernaldinho there. Let you get him on one day if he ever fancies it. Yeah, I think he'll be a good contestant. Okay, guys. So that is our challenger for tonight. So good luck, Budget.
Thanks.
Don't worry, we're going to have a laugh, and that's the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So here he is, YouTuber of the year and the YouTuber of the month presenter for this year. It's Sega Zombie. It's at least 48 hours since he's been on a stream. So just in case you've missed him, here he is.
Evening, everyone. I hope we're all well.
All good here, mate. All good
all
here.
Good, yeah.
This just seems like a regular thing for us now, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah, I think you're in for a shout tonight, Budget. I've been on the road all day. I'm completely drained, so I think you're in with a shout tonight, mate.
We'll see. Hopefully, you're not on your top game tonight.
So, what's everyone been up to? Anything in particular, Budget? What have you been up to today?
Same as Scott. I was away getting some pickups.
Oh,
so picked up the 2DS XL bundle and 360 Slim E, I think it is. So upgrade from the other one.
When it comes to the Xbox 360, like a total noob, I haven't got a clue.
Yeah.
I've got two. I couldn't tell you which one it is. One of them comes in it's like a Connect box. It's got Connect written on it.
It's probably a Slim one.
Been playing. Oh, what was it? One of the Lego Star Wars games I was playing with my son the other day. And Xbox 360 is really, really good. Really, really good on that.
Yeah.
How about you, Scott?
Again, I've been on a road trip today. It was 3 times the length it was supposed to be because my phone gave up on me. So I was driving around rural Norfolk, not knowing where the hell I was, being a Suffolk lad. So, being in Norfolk's not good.
Ooh, that's enemy territory, right?
Yeah, when you're a tractor boy.
Go to Newcastle.
I ended up in Norwich City. I was starting to sweat. I had a rash. That was awful.
It's a good job you got out alive, mate. It's a good job you got out alive.
I've made it just in time for this. And believe it or not, my pickup is Nintendo. No Sega.
Just while we're talking about pickups, I just want to remind everyone that after the show tonight at 10 o'clock on the Retro Chef's channel, he's going to be doing a live pickups video, which I actually watched He done one after the quiz last time, and like I think I turned in at about 11:30, but he was still going. So I mean, we know Lee. He can he can talk. He can talk, that kid. Like he's good. He's good at it though. So yeah, I enjoy his live pickups. He is particularly good live. So
Yes.
yeah, if you want to see what Lee's been picking up, definitely check that out after him. And we might see you in the chat. So guys, we're going to move on to the first round. Now, the first round is the pixelated picture round, where I'm not interested in was it the original, was it the sequel, anything like that. Just as long as you've got the right game. I'm not after the system. Like that's just taking the piss a bit.
I was going to say, I've had the first console. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, like I keep all the hard stuff mainly for the music and the questions. That's when I like to really test you guys. So Budget, have you got a pen and paper ready? Pen and paper ready? Scott, I'm sure you have as well.
Yeah,
the only person who hasn't is me. But don't worry, you can just show us. Well, I don't really need it. I've got the iPad with all the answers written on, so that should be good for me. So, guys, this goes on for around about a minute. If you want me to replay it or anything like that, then just give me a shout. But just before we do, and this is what I never ever do, let's just say hello to who we've got in the chat, because I always forget this. And we like a bit of interaction. So we've got Mark, Geordie, Slashy Gaming. He's in. Can this be the headshot to the zombie? Not so sure. Well, there's only one way to find out. Keep watching. Retro 48 came. That's Chris. My daughter, Paige. She's watching. Hi, Paige. I hope you're being good and keep out the biscuit tin. We've got Ross. And I always struggle with Ross's bah ha ha. Bah ha ha.
Are you supposed to do it like a laugh?
Yeah, that sounds good. We've got someone in pretending to be Sega Zombie. Not another one of those. We have actually had like a dupe account on the quiz before. Yorkshire man, it was, who was giving people abuse, and it turned out it wasn't actually him. It was the person who pretends to be other people. You know who you are. I've got one. It's Big Game Al, and it's a pretend version of him, and he keeps coming on my videos and giving me abuse. But I just laugh it off and have a bit of crack with him, really. And I think he should give up now. But anyway, we have Colin Cox. I always like to say hello to Colin and thank him for his hard work that he does for men's health, men's charities. He does a lot for that. He was, I think, he was on a walk to like the top of a hill somewhere the other day. I remember seeing that. We have Colonel Daniel, who I'm hoping one day will come onto the quiz.
Yeah, definitely. Rob would be good.
Yeah. We've got the old stalker Jade on there. She's there. Hey Jade, hope you're doing good. And the man himself, Retro Chef, who of course is doing his live pickups at 10 o'clock tonight. Hope to see you guys there. And hold on, something happened there and it moved. Oh my god! How does Pedro do it so fast when he just goes through all the comments? Like, there must be a shortcut button that I'm missing out here. There's got to be.
Jade's letting everyone know in comments that I had a little nap at hers. So, you know, this is Retro Bear's response.
That's not the first time either. Right, so, yeah, okay. So that's everyone said hello to. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for watching. And yeah, let's fire on to the first round. We'll just get rid of that, so you've got the whole screen to look at. And yeah, this first round is the pixelated in-game picture round, guys. So there's 5 questions or 5 pictures. So as I say, I'm just looking for the game. Let's do it. I won't be able to hear you, whatever you're doing, or see you while this is on. So take that whichever way you want. See you in 2 minutes.
See you in a minute. Good luck.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is an omen, but I saw some worried looks there, Scott. I saw
I
some
really,
worried looks there.
I will tell you now,
Yeah.
that's the worst I've ever done on that. I
There
really,
was worried looks.
I reckon I've got one.
Yeah,
That
I saw
really
number 4. I saw your face at number 4, and I was like, oh dear.
I think I've got one of those. Possibly, no, I've got 2 of them. What am I talking about? I've got 2. The other
Now, your
3,
budget. What you thinking?
Two as well.
yeah, I've definitely got 2 of them.
Wow.
2 were easy, but the other 3,
Yeah.
didn't have a
Could be a
clue.
juicy start there, guys.
Yeah.
Let's have a look through the comments. We've got heaps in. And yeah, it's just heaps is doing a lot of talking. And I'd love to, Paul, but I'm a shift worker. Your queue is too far in advance. I've always said as well, I'm more than willing to do a Sunday show, but it'll be the opposite from when the swap shop's on. It's always a chance that we could do that. Rock and Roller, he got 3. Well, you'll have to stay till the end of the show to find. Oh, there's my next door neighbour away. There he is. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Bye, next door neighbour. That's going to be out in the van. The joys of running a channel from a shed. So, trigger hyper trigger. Oh Jesus, I can never fucking say that. I keep wanting to say him trigger happy TV, but it's hyper trigger. It's one.
A blast from the past.
But as in Miss Much, no, you've only missed the pixelated picture on and just us talking me basically talking a lot of shite. So we're just about to go on to the question round now. So guys, I normally say I like to ease you in with a nice confident start, put some easy ones in there. But yeah, there was a couple that were a little bit harder than normal. And I'll just put this banner back in so people can read, not to type the answers in. And we're gonna crack on with the quiz questions, guys. So this is 10 questions. I'm just went through the ages, picking random facts about basically anything that I can find. And we're going to start obviously with question number 1, and that is, what year was the Neo Geo released in Europe?
The console.
Yes. The original Neo Geo. When was that released in Europe?
Crikeys.
For everyone at home tonight, we are drinking Espartario, which is a nice Rioja, and of course the pint goblet. I'm not at work tomorrow, so I thought I'd go that bit extra mile. Do you know what I mean? Okay, guys, both got a year down for that?
Yeah.
That's one, yeah.
Yep. What's that you on there? Jack Daniels and Coke, is it? Or just Coke, is it, Scott?
Just Coke, mate. I'm going to be
just on the
drinking
Coke.
heavy at the weekend. It's Jade's birthday the weekend, so I'll be drinking that.
Happy birthday, Jade, at the weekend.
Happy birthday.
So it's not on Sunday, though, is it?
No.
I was going to say, you can't be doing the swap shop. Hell on.
Her birthday's Friday. We're going to be drinking the Saturday, so I'm going to be a bit hungover the Sunday, I reckon.
You get used to it, mate, honestly.
Nah, not you don't drink. I don't drink very often, so I suffer.
Do you know what? Since the rugby finished, which was like coming up for nearly 2 weeks ago, this is only my second bottle of red wine.
Wow.
Which for me is like, it's because I have to fucking go to work and like think about stuff. I have to actually act like an adult now, so I can't just hammer a bottle of wine every other night. Okay, guys, number 2. And I do like looking for these ones. Project Cafe was the code name for which console?
Project Cafe. No idea. Whoa, I'm not feeling. Do you know what? I'm really not feeling tonight.
Okay, guys. Number 3. In the film Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare, what controller is grafted into Freddy's hand? It's a good one.
Oh my god!
Trying to think even when it was out.
Have you ever seen the film? Because I haven't. I'm going to be honest.
I've definitely seen it.
I probably saw it 20 plus years ago when it came out. I think I went to the cinema and see it actually, but I don't think I've seen it since.
I think I've only ever seen the first one, and I was that scared. Like, when did Freddy come out originally?
1984, 85, the original one.
Fuck me, that means I was like 7. Yeah, that's probably why it damaged me so much, and I've just never watched it since.
I remember I was at a mate's house. We watched it, and I had to bike home on my BMX, and I shit myself. I never fucking biked so fast in my life because it was dark, and I can just remember thinking, "I gotta get the fuck out."
Yeah, I've had some moments like that. I started watching before we've done this tonight. I opened the bottle of wine, and like I always get nervous before any live thing. I know I do it like a couple of times a month, but I still get nervous. So I started watching the thing. I started watching the thing at about 6:15 tonight while drinking some wine. But yeah, I feel absolutely fine. But this is what I was saying. The budget. I was like, once you start, like you just forget about all that, and then on you go.
Yeah.
Right, guys, move on to question number 4. Dirk the Daring appeared for the first time in 1983. But in what game?
Finally, one I know.
God.
1983.
1983. Dirk the Daring appeared for the first time in 1983. But in what game?
Just a guess.
Si's popped in to see us. Hi, Si.
Hi.
Good. Okay. Question number 5. What was considered to be the first 32-bit console? Yeah. This one. Well, I'm not going to say anything. We'll talk about it after. Give a note away. Okay, guys.
Oh, it puts a hand down. I'll say that.
That's all you can do, mate. That's all you can do. It's worth having a guess. I mean, yeah, it's probably going to be wrong.
Yeah, if you don't know them, guess them. I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Number 6 is hard driving or hard driven, whichever way you want to pronounce it. The arcade cab from Atari was munching on your 10p's in what year? What year was the arcade version, the arcade cab of hard driving or hard driven, released by Atari? Can I just say all the 8-bit versions are absolutely gash.
Rubbish, aren't they?
It's alright if you emulate it and you speed it up by like about 300-400%. It's actually quite playable. It really, really is. I don't even think it got released on some. No, I think it went straight to budget. I don't think there was like a full price release on any of the 8-bits. I think they knew it was that bad. Like, let's piss everyone off by charging like 8, 9, 10 quid. So yeah, we're after a year for that, guys. Hard driven, the arcade cab from Atari was munching on your 10p's in what year? Okay.
Yeah.
Number 7. How many games were officially released for the Nintendo Virtual Boy?
Christ.
I have 2 numbers side by side, and I can't remember which one it is.
Now, have any of you actually played one?
I used to own one.
I've never even seen one.
I've never played one.
I've never even seen one.
I had one when I had my shop back in the sort of like early 2000s. Someone walked in off the street with a Virtual Boy, loads of games, and they swapped it for a PSP. Because the PSP had just come out, and I had some Japanese ones in the shop, and they were I think it might have even before the UK launch of the PSP. I had some Japanese ones, and this guy just wanted one so badly. He brought his Virtual Boy collection in, and I held on to that for years actually. But the
Yeah.
thing gave me a headache. I couldn't use it really, but it looks nice on the
Things worth a
shelf.
fortune.
Yeah.
But they're an expensive piece of kit now, aren't they?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I think I got good money for it when I sold it probably 10 years ago. So I hate to think what they go for now.
Yeah, I bet they're like what, 400-500 quid or something. Do you reckon? Or God
Oh,
knows.
a boxed
But-
one, yeah, definitely. I'd imagine.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
even
the PSP was a quality piece of kit. Like I absolutely loved mine, and I used to work away a lot. So for
Yeah.
me, like, because I had the internet
Handy.
browser and that on it as well, and Grand Theft Auto, and then if you had Grand Theft Auto, there was that little workaround where you could play like games off the SD card. If you had Grand Theft Auto, and there was like
Yeah.
like a back door or something like that. Anyway, we're not talking back doors. That's for the after show. That's the after show. Okay, guys. Number 8. In 1996, Apple developed a new console. What was it called?
Oh God.
Oh, there's my friend Kev. This is Kevin, a guy that I work with. I told him that the quiz was on tonight. Hi, Kev. Stuart from Generation Pixel popping in. Might be some ZX Spectrum questions coming up soon. You never know. You never know.
Frickin', we need them.
I've been really enjoying his A to ZX. It's great.
I must admit, I've been saving them. I watched the first couple, but I've been saving them. And I'm just going to have a marathon of watching all his A to Z.
It's really good. Honestly, that's one of my favorite ones on YouTube. I tell you, I've been watching a lot of Larry Bundy Jr. I never used to watch him.
yeah, love his stuff.
He was on a live stream the other day, and I actually managed to get a couple of questions answered by him. And is it his fact hunt? Oh my god!
Yeah.
they are just fucking brilliant. Like, obviously, like when someone in our community releases a video, you know, I watch that. But then once I've watched that, I'm going straight back into them, and they are really good fun. Yeah, really enjoy them. Anyway, right, okay, so that was question 8, which was in 1996, Apple developed a new console, and what was it called? So,
Don't even have a guess.
Just write some any shite down, not literally any shite, but
it was shite though.
Well, it must have been because, like, although I'd heard of it, I've never.
It was horrendous. It was bad.
The controller looks interesting, to say the least. Number 9. What British game developer / publisher, founded in 1990 and is still going today, are based in Wakefield?
In 1990?
Now, if you're both struggling, I can give you a clue, but only if you both agree to it.
I ain't got a clue, so I agree.
No, I haven't a clue.
So they released the game Overcooked.
Still by the same name.
Sorry?
Have they had the same name since the start?
I think so. Yeah, yeah. Like I remember them from back.
I don't even know what Overcooked is. That sounds too modern for me.
It's like very modern.
I played it on the PlayStation. It's like a 2-player where you're working in the kitchen and like you've got like diced onions and then
what like Cook and Mama.
Like what?
Yeah,
like
very similar. Yeah, apart from 2-player.
It's really good crack. It's a great way to start an argument with the other half. Where's my fucking onions, man? Fuck's sake! We've got customers. It's a great game. Have you still got the Switch, Scott?
Yes, mate. Yes, I have.
Yeah.
But I only ever really fire up. I've been playing quite a few races. I really like that Hot Shot racing game what Sumo Digital was involved with.
I've not played that.
Really good. It's a quality game. It looks like virtual racing, but it plays like Ridge Racer, a cross between Ridge Racer and Outrun 2. It's really, really, once you get the hang of it, it's a blinding game. So I've gone real back. I'm loving these arcade races that are sort of coming out with these indie developers, because I think that's a genre that's been so poorly missed. I think a lot of these realistic games like Gran Turismo and Horizon, they kind of killed the arcade racer. So it's
Did you ever try 80s Overdrive on the Switch?
Oh, I haven't played that.
It's like Outrun, but like neon is the best way I could describe it.
I do like neon-looking games.
Oh, is that the one that looks a bit like Outrun?
Yeah, very similar.
I have played that. Yeah, but I don't know.
As well.
I just digitally downloaded that. No, I have played that. That is a solid game. That is, and I love the synthwave in it.
Right. Okay. Last question, guys. Number 10. In what game did we first see Mr. X, or otherwise known as Tyrant? Silence is deafening. I thought you'd both know this one. I thought this was one of the easy ones.
Mr. X. Well, there's a Mr. X in a lot of games, isn't there?
He's also known as the Tyrant.
No clue.
Okay.
Can I just remind everyone in the chat, you can't put the answers in the actual chat. So if you've put an answer or half an answer, then you're blocked for 5 minutes. And I don't know how to delete a message from where I am. I'm hoping that the people that is in as admin can possibly do that. But so sorry, bro Seb, but I can't make your comment go away. So sorry about that. And also Kev Taylor, me mate from work. Come on, Kev, you can't put the answers in the chat because they can see the chat.
Write it on a bit of paper. Share it at the end. Write it on paper.
Yeah, exactly. We'll go through all the answers at the end, guys, and you can, by all means, put as much answers as you want as we're going through them at the end. We're all good. Right, guys. So that was the first 10 questions. I was going to ask how you feel you've done. Budget, you're going for a big thumbs down. Oh, don't forget, guys, if you're enjoying the quiz, give us a thumbs up, because it makes me feel better. And Scott, how do you feel, mate? How do you feel?
Do you know what? This is the first one where I really don't feel confident at all. I reckon I'm doing really poor. Really poor. Because I've had to guess way too many.
Yeah.
So I think you've got me this week, Paul. I think you've got some questions here that.
It doesn't matter if I've got you. It depends if Budget's got you. Well, right, we're going to move on, guys. We're going to move on to the music round, which everybody, when anyone's got when they're watching the quiz, this is the one they look forward to hearing some music that they haven't got a fucking clue where it's come from, and basically you just guess. Look at the picture. The picture that's in the background is the actual system that the music's come from. Whether this game is more well known for being on that system or not doesn't matter. That is what I've ripped the music from. So it's just to give you like a little bit of a clue of what the era is, etc.
How many is there?
Guys, sorry, say again, Budge.
How many is there for the music?
There's 5. Yeah, I keep it down to 5.
Any more than that would be torture.
See, I've thought about dropping it down to 3, to be fair, because it's pretty hard. Like, it's difficult for me because when I'm looking at the name and press on the song, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that one. Whereas you haven't got that kind of luxury. So yeah, we're going to go on to the music, guys. As I said before, Budget, when this is on, like, we can't hear you, we can't see you. It'll just be just be music in a picture. So, pens and paper at the ready, guys, and enjoy your 5 pieces of beautiful, classic retro gaming music. Here we go.
Dad, I'm really bored.
Bored? You there?
Hey?
Good day to you. I'm the advisor, and I'm here to take you to a...
How do we feel after that?
That last song is really getting to me because I know it, but I can't think what it is.
How about you, Budget? I saw a thumbs up going on there, I thought.
I agree with the first one.
So, well, at least you got one. Got one.
I don't know that yet.
That song. Let's do
Do you want to go again? We can go again if you want, guys.
No, because I won't get it. I won't get it.
No, right, okay. Well, can I just say, Rock and Roller RC, mate, seriously, if you got 5, you need to be on the quiz, not watching it. You need to be on here, because I would never have gotten them. Generation Pixel, hold on. We've got Stewie's Retro Gaming, he got 4. Well done there, mate. Generation Pixel got 2, and that's his best ever. Generation Pixel, we need to get him on here as well. We really do. Ronaldinho, you got the second one. Yeah, fair play. Well done there. And Retro Bear. The last one was Bob by Hanson. Oh, what a song that was. Oh, now you're taking me back. Right. Okay, guys. So the final round, as we know, is the cover art round. This is normally where Scott kind of excels, but we've got a mix here. I went right back to like the early 80s all the way through to like PS1, PS2, which is like, I still kind of class that as retro. Like PS1's retro, PS2 is like on the brink or is, PS3's not. So there's it's all based before the PlayStation 3. Well, I say it's not. I mean, that's a conversation for another day, whether it is retro or not. But yeah, let's not get stuck into that one now. So, as with the music round, I won't be able to hear or see him. You guys are on your own. There's 10 pictures, and obviously it's not the whole cover. It's kind of like zoomed in to basically the most inconspicuous part of the cover that I can find to make it really difficult for you. So yeah, 10 questions, guys. Pens at the ready, and here we go.
Good luck.
Good luck. And it'll start any second now. I'm loving the shameless plug that I'm putting at the end of all the rounds. Thanks again to Pete on a retro tip forum for sorting me out with some like actual decent looking channel art and stuff like that. Guy's a whiz. Really
Yeah.
is. So, how do we find that? I've seen you rumbling around there, Scott. Mind still got a bit of a Saturn selection on the go.
Might have. I think I got them all but one.
What? No way.
I think I have. I think I've got them all but one.
Which
And
one
the
didn't
one
you
I
get?
haven't, the one I haven't got is really bugging me because I know that cover. The first one is the one I haven't got, and it's bugging me because I know it.
How about you, Budget? How do you think you got on there, mate?
I'm going to say 3, maybe.
Maybe. Well,
Maybe.
fingers crossed, mate.
Maybe more.
We'll see how you get on.
I'm hoping this round is the one that saved me because I have done awful.
Well, to be fair, it sounds like it has. So, normally we go straight on to the quiz answers, but I think now is a good little time to pass over to Budget from Budget Nostalgia, and he's picked up a handheld that he's going to show us, which I think personally looks super cool.
Yeah, I can't find much about it online, but it's Crazy Climber by MTEX, Electronic Arcade.
I've never seen it before.
No,
Yeah, I've never seen it myself, and I couldn't help but pick it up. I need to open it, so I'm going to do a video on it because the buttons aren't working perfectly. But
Oh, so that means it's going to be a little bit of a repair video.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And then sort of clean off the gunk and stuff on the side of it. Just sort of bring it back to life a bit, hopefully. But when it does work, it's good. You know, it's fun. So something a bit different.
Yeah, totally. Like I used to love me handheld. The other day, when you mentioned that, I was looking for one of the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. You know, the big green.
Yeah.
Because like I used to have that one as a kid, and the other one I had as a kid was this bad boy.
Oh yeah.
Astro Wars.
Yeah, I don't think I have it.
I don't know which is. There we go. There it is. Look at that.
Brilliant.
Astro Wars. Like when my mum and dad bought us this for Christmas, that was it. Like this was pre-Commodore 64 times.
Yeah.
And like this, I suppose technically was me first ever gaming experience. Right here. So I'm really happy to still own that. So
yeah, I love them sort of things.
The box is wrecked now, like, but, you know, still there. And how about you, Scott?
I have got. Well, I've been busy selling most of my LCD, LED, tabletop things, but I have got one left, and I know Eddie Rollercore is interested.
He's in the chat as well. Although he says we have to use hand signals.
But I've got the Grandstand Afterburner, and unfortunately, it's not a classic like Astro Wars.
Yeah.
But I can remember the index catalogue. Can you remember when your mum had the index catalogue or the cable catalogue? I remember just looking at this and Outrun, just wanting it so bad. But unfortunately, it's not a great game, but it's a great piece.
Yeah.
And this is still like unused. The stickers have never been stuck on. It's in great condition. Let me see if I can show you.
I do like the LCD and the like little digital games that I used to get.
Yeah, I never had the Outrun one he was talking about, but the wee Tommy one. You know, with the stairway and all. It was brilliant.
But look, you still got the stickers on the sheet. Look, they've never been stuck on.
That's a beauty. That is a beauty, mate. Really
Unfortunately, it just doesn't play that great. It's not the best game because it is basically. Can you remember the Tiger handhelds? It is literally just that, but you get a red, like explosion. But yeah, no.
Maybe Retro Bear might be interested at swap shops on this Sunday, right, guys?
Yes, this Sunday.
Might be on there.
But Eddie still has first refusal because, as in the case with all of this stuff, I just, when anyone says they're interested in it, I just put it aside for them and wait for them to get in contact with me, you know?
Yeah.
Jody Slasher Gaming says he remembers looking at his mum's Grattan catalogue a lot more. Now, just in case you don't know him, for the younger people in the room, like you, Budget, I think that was just basically all underwear. Men's underwear.
I used to like that one as well.
Women's. So, yeah, I just thought that was interesting, and I remember Lee was showing some handheld stuff as well at the. I think was it on the last swap shop or one before that, and that is literally the only. Well, no, I do actually own another one, but I was gifted this by my friend who lives up in Inverness, and I know naught about this. Never seen it before.
I've seen that one before. There was a lot of the sort of Space Invader ones back in the day.
Yeah.
The old Japs will be knocking them out left, right, and centre, won't they?
I tell you something really unusual that I have got, actually, and I've shown this on a swap shop before, but it's interesting. Hold on, let me grab it because there's any up here. Not really a LCD game, but it's a pocket board game, and it's Double Dragon. Again, released by Tiger, and it's just basically it all folds out. So you've got the game board there,
nice,
and then you've got you've got a little sort of like little storage place there with all the magnetic pieces in there, and then you just flick this switch, and that shakes the dice.
Nice one.
But I thought that was really. I'd never seen one of these before.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
I got it off the old car boot.
Here's Russ Retro Bear's got a bit of a description for the swap shop. Tends to be 5 or 6 drunk retro gamers peddling their tat every Sunday at 8 p.m. on the retro ship.
That's a great description.
And do you know what? I'll be there waiting for that tat exactly at 8 o'clock on Friday night. I'll be there. It's must viewing for me. Must viewing. Right, guys, it's time for some answers. So in the chat, guys, now you're more than welcome to write the answers because the guys are going to put their pens down. So that means that they won't be adding to their answers. And we're going to start off with the pixelated picture round. All the way back then, it feels like an eternity ago. So, Budget, we're going to go with you for the first one, mate. What did you have for number 1 in the pixelated picture round?
I know it's the right series, but I'm going to go Castle of Illusion.
You've got Castle of Illusion. Scott, how about you?
Yeah, Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse.
Well done, guys. You're both off to a 100% start. 1-1.
It's all downhill now.
Yeah.
Right, guys, number 2, and I must say, when I digitized this one, didn't quite come out as well as I was hoping for. So, Scott, what did you have for number 2?
I've just gone.
Teletext?
This is an absolute guess, but just because of the colour, I thought I'm going to go Renegade Commodore 64.
It's a fair guess. Budget?
I went Double Dragon. I don't know why, I just sort of give me that vibe.
To be fair, you're both really, really close. It
but
was
no
River City Ransom.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Which
I that sort of style.
I only played for the first time a couple of months ago, and it's great. Like, all the enemies have actually got different names.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking. And you guys probably don't know, but up in Scotland, they have like, instead of EastEnders, they've got a program called River City, which and obviously it's set in Glasgow. So River City Ransom obviously just makes me think of Glasgow, and people just kicking the shit out of each other, and I'm like, yeah, that's Glasgow. Right, number 3, Budget, we're going with you on number 3, mate. What did you get?
I'm going to say New Zealand Story, because there's nothing else I can think of.
Okay.
Look like Yoshi sort of thing.
I didn't know this one neither. I just put Zool. I don't know why.
To be fair, Scott, you were definitely the closest. It is an Amiga classic.
I thought it was an Amiga. I definitely knew it was Amiga, but I just couldn't think what it was. So I just went Zool. But I have a horrible feeling a Super Frog.
I was going to say, Mr. Barnes is not going to be impressed because it is Super Frog.
God, why didn't I put that? I definitely put Zool, so I've got that wrong.
I quite enjoyed that game, actually. I thought it was decent. I'd find it difficult to choose between Zool and Super Frog.
Why didn't I go with I should have gone with my gut there. But no, I thought, no, in Super Frog, you wouldn't pick that. Zool. But no, it's wrong.
You went Super Frog. Okay, so number 4. Scott, we're going with you for number 4, mate. What did you get for that?
Clue. I just put Elite because I knew it was space and I just didn't have a clue. There was nothing there, was there? So I thought, well, Elite.
Budget?
I'm going to go Transbot for the Master System.
Good game, Transbot, as well. Really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, guys, you're both wrong. For this one, I went back in time a little bit further to the
Defender.
Atari. Yeah, it is Defender. I thought the little map, the radio at the top. I thought the radio at the top might have given it away.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I told you I ain't going to do well tonight.
As other guys, on the Facebook group, we have a Retro Gamer Quiz Facebook group, and on Monday, in fact, yeah, that was a bit of a fraudulent slip. By the time I get around to it, it probably will be Monday. But I always put in like the before and after pixelated pictures. So, number 5, budget, and
Tomb Raider.
I think everybody must have gotten this one. Scott.
Tomb Raider. Yeah.
I mean, everyone studied that ass in extreme detail. So, yeah, I thought I'd give you that one. I thought I'd give you an easy one. So I think after the first round, we are at 2-2.
2-2. We're all square.
Interesting.
We are all square. Favorite Tomb Raider budget?
I really like the remasters, but like the way they reimagined it again for the 360, the Shadow Tomb Raider, that series.
But how about you, Scott? Because you weren't really a PlayStation type of guy, were you?
Yeah, but the original Tomb Raider was actually originally coded for the Sega Saturn. And right. Sony come along and knew that the game was going to be a hit and managed to get it out on the PlayStation. Yeah, chuck loads of money. But it plays lovely on the Sega Saturn. So the original was always my favourite. I don't know why they just lost something for me. But I did like the one that come out on the PS4, or was it the PS3, the remake one that you said about. Yeah. I did enjoy that. That's one of the last modern games that I've actually finished. I actually sat and I played through the whole of that, so it was quite good.
The last modern game I finished was Streets of Rage 4.
Of course. I finished that. So yeah,
it's just I fucking love that game.
It's amazing. Have you got the download yet? Have you done the
no,
the expansion? There's an expansion download for it. Apparently, it's brilliant.
Is that on Twitch as well? Switch.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, it's like a downloadable extra. I think it's got like a rogue mode, where like a survival mode, and apparently it's really good. So I've not had a chance to play that yet.
Any more news on the Golden Axe that's based on the same engine, Scott? Have you heard anything else about that?
At the moment, it's not concrete. It's all rumours, but there's a lot of rumours saying that the same team using the same engine is doing Golden Axe. But watch this space, guys. I reckon it's going to happen, but
Retro Bear last game he completed was in 1997.
Oh, I'd like to know what that is, Retro Bear.
I want to know what that is. Let's have a guess. 1997.
1997.
It's going to be PlayStation. Isn't it? PlayStation 1. Ooh, a theme hospital.
I'm just gonna go out there. Don't you like races? Retro Bear.
Could be Destruction Derby.
That's what I was thinking. Like Destruction Derby.
Like a Destruction Derby.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear. Scott doesn't like Metal Gear Solid. I love it personally. I think it's good because you can hide in a box and smoke a cigarette. For me, it was just a win.
I remember thinking that was kind of cool, but all the cutscenes, all the bollocks in between, isn't it?
There's a lot. There is a lot of bollocks. It was when films were starting to, games were starting to like be more like movies and all the cutscenes and all that. Oh, there's my mum trying to ring. Unfortunately, that's the wrong time right now, mum, for a bit of FaceTime. Right, okay, so we're going to move on to that was a pixelated round. We're going to move on to some quiz questions, guys. And she's trying again, bless her. I always say to everyone, the one time I can't speak or anything is every other Wednesday night. Like, it's literally. Should I take it?
Yeah, take it. Go on. You're always on the
2 minutes. Mum, your camera's off. There, she's here. She's here. Mum, I'm right in the middle of doing the live retro gamer quiz. Can I speak to you after?
Hello, Paul.
I'm literally live right now.
Hello.
Hello.
Right, I know what it's about. I've been speaking to Philippa, so I'm in the loop.
And I've just seen your lovely photo. I'll tell you later.
Okay. Right. Love you, Mum. Everyone's got to love their mum, right?
Why does all mums do that? They never put that when they try and video call you. They never have the camera on, do they?
No.
My mum does exactly the same.
The amount of times I'm like, Mum, you need to put the camera on, and when she presses it, she still holds it to her ear, so you get to see right inside the ear roll. You're like, come on, I need to see that. Right. Anyway, getting back to the quiz. Question 1, guys, was, what year was the Neo Geo released in Europe? And Scott, we're going to go with you on this one, mate. What did you go for?
Complete and utter guess. I'm just trying to think back to when I was I'm sure it come out when I was in sixth form. So I'm going to go with 94.
94. Budget, how about you?
I just a guess. I said 86.
Wow. Okay. So basically, if you took both your answers and went in the middle, you'd be around about 1991, which would have been the right answer, guys. 1991. Galdanium.
He needs to get on you, Rob.
He's got potential, I'm telling you. Look at the bear. Only the bear been on this time. Oh.
Bear, you'd be winning. I've been watching Bear's answers, and he would be steamrolling ahead by now because he's done really well.
Did anyone actually find out what the game was that he completed in 1997?
He says it was probably Ridge Racer or something like that. He can't remember.
Ignore them was close. He went 92. Okay, so question 2 is Project Cafe was the code name for what console? Budget, we're going with you on this one, mate. What was your complete stab in the dark?
I don't think it's right because now you think about it, I think it was Pseudo or something similar, but I said the Saturn.
The Saturn is definitely wrong because that was the Saturn.
Yeah.
All Sega ones were named after planets. Scott, what are you saying, mate?
I've gone 3DO.
Guys, the answer is the Wii U.
Really?
The Wii U was known as Project Cafe.
Yeah, because it makes sense because they have
anyway.
Caffeine is the custom firmware thing on it, so it makes sense.
There you go.
Wouldn't have had a clue on that.
I was thinking retro.
only a Nintendo fan would know that. I didn't know that.
I thought its project name would have been shit.
I've just got one, and
I've got to have a little dig at Nintendo, ain't I? The Wii U was
all right, fair one. But I honestly, like, from when I got the U, and I got it for a great price and loads of extra games and all sorts in there.
Yeah.
But like you can totally see the building blocks to the Switch. Like it's almost there. Like it's almost
everything
there.
they got wrong with the Wii U. Instead of just scrapping it, they thought, right, we'll go back to the drawing board, and they just tweaked it and brought the Switch out. The Wii U, I'm jesting, by the way. I bought that on launch, the Wii U, because I was really excited about the whole concept of having what we've got now with the Switch. I thought that was what the Wii U was going to be, but the pad was too bulky.
Almost.
It was almost
just
there.
Just cigar.
Yeah.
I thought the whole idea of it was that you could be sitting in your living room playing the Wii U on the big TV. Then you could go upstairs in your bedroom and use the gamepad. Now, as soon as I left the room, you lost connection.
Yeah.
You couldn't be very far away from the Wii U itself console. It was annoying. But no, I did have a Wii U, and I had it for about 18 months, and then I got rid of it.
Oh, listen. Oh, Ross there. He got it right. Ross, if you ever fancy a bit of a jump on, and also Ink Northerner. Ink Northerner got it right as well.
Get on here, Paul.
I love it when people actually put the answer that I've got, because it kind of makes us feel more confident that I was right. Right, guys. This was a question I really enjoyed looking into and doing a bit of but I did really check this one out. And the question was this: in the film Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare, what controller is grafted to Freddy's hand? Scott, what did you have for this, mate?
I'll put the Super Nintendo pad.
The SNES pad? Budget? How about you, mate?
I went the one before. I went the NES.
You're both really, really close.
Oh,
And I know you're proper going to kick yourself here, guys. I mean, really. Because the answer is, it was the Nintendo Power Glove.
oh, for Christ's sake! Shit.
And then apparently they put the
Yeah,
blades on
stand.
and the glove
Yeah,
on. Man,
makes
man,
perfect sense,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Really?
it really does.
Now
It
you
really
know
does.
it. Yeah.
I thought it was good. Like I got to watch about 15 minutes of extremely cheesy 1980s. And yeah, it's got to be 80s, right? Were they still in the 80s then
Yeah.
by that point? Yeah.
Yeah, just about. Yeah.
But it was one of them. I started watching it on YouTube, and I was like, "All right, shit, yeah, I need to do like more questions." I got
When you
totally
talk
stuck
about films, and this could be potential questions, but I would be probably good at it. Is whenever I watch a classic film now, it shocks me in how many arcade machines are in films. Because you think of the normal ones like Terminator 2,
Terminator 2,
Origin
exactly.
Afterburner and stuff like that. But there is a lot of films with a lot of arcade machines in. Quite a few I've been watching just lately, and I'm like, wow, look at that. And, you know.
Because like back then, it was the norm. Like
Yeah.
it was where you went to meet your mates. You know, you had like, you know, where you put your 2 pences in, and it's got like like on the TV show, you know, where it pushes the money off the side. There's a dropping point or something. You had all them, and then you had all the arcades and tipping point, and you had all, you know, it was just what you went. You went there to meet your mates and look at the local girls and that. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what you went to do. And you looked so enviously at all the people in the cars and the car park outside, like, you know, and you were like, fuck's sake, it's shit being 14.
In the Escort XR3Is.
Oh, mate,
Revving
for me,
it.
right, okay. Choice of a classic car, Scott.
I do like my classic Fords, but I was more into my Japanese motors, and I had quite a few of them that I wanted.
Well, like the blue one that you had about a year ago.
Well, I used to have.
I know exactly that.
No, not that. Funnily enough, I did have a midnight blue Nissan 300ZX, which was one of my favourite cars, and I actually had to drive to Newcastle to get it.
It would have been a cut and shoot job if it was from Newcastle. Like,
it was a beautiful, beautiful car, and he had kept it. He had it 2 years from new. It was 1988, and he only ever got it out of his garage in the summer. So it was like brand new when I bought it. But yeah, no, I love my Jap cars. It would be a Datsun, which was originally Nissan bought Datsun out. But I think my ultimate car would be the Datsun 340Z, maybe the 360Z. I absolutely love those. Love them.
Now that you said Datsun, I remember having a toy car, and it was like black with gold Go Faster stripes on, and that was a Datsun.
Yeah.
Always loved that car. I ended up melting the tyres so it looked like it had a flat tyre, and obviously totally ruined it and fucked it forever. But that's how I used to roll back then. I used to love wrecking stuff. And how about your budget? If you could choose a nice classic car, mate, what would you go for?
I like. You ever see Supernatural TV show?
Oh, what a car!
The black car is it a
Yeah.
Chevy?
Chevy
I don't remember
Impala.
what it is. Yes, that's the one. Beautiful car.
Nice. For me,
How practical it would be, but nice looking.
there's only one, and I've looked at them, and the price is getting higher and higher. And the older I'm getting, the less disposable income I've got, and the more expensive these cars are getting. But it's a Mark 1 Golf GTI. I just love that car. It's like a little matchbox, but oh man.
Yeah.
I had the Mark II.
The Mark II is a cracker as well.
One of my very first cars. I had a Mark II Driver, that was called, black. And
that's still a 1.8 though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still a
Still
1.8, but it wasn't. It weren't like the GTI. It weren't turboed or nothing. But I made it look just like one though.
I drove from Sunderland to London in under 3 hours in a Mark II Driver, simply because it was Diana's funeral and there wasn't a car on the road. And we were racing a Porsche, and we had to refuel at Wakefield, and we'd only left from like Sunderland, but because we were going like 120 all the way, we had to start a refuel. So good memories, good times. Well, obviously not for Diana, it wasn't, but for us it was. Okay, guys, number 4 was, and obviously I think Scott got this one. Dirk the Daring appeared for the first time in 1983 in what game? Budget, what did you get for that, mate?
I guessed because of his name, it had to be obviously something daring, so I'm going to say Excite Bike.
And how about you, Scott?
It's Dragon's Lair.
It is Dragon's Lair.
Yeah.
Looked fantastic at the time. Is it a game? Like, or was it just a laser disc with the
interactive cartoon animation movie?
The one on the SNES was a game. I remember having it.
Yeah, they did bring that.
You
It
actually
was like
had
a
to do something.
platformer. Yeah, it was a platformer.
It was like
Didn't know if it was good or not, but it was.
there was
At the time, it
one
was terrible.
on the PS3, and it's like a film, and you've got to like press left or right, or
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? And for me, it's an interactive animated movie.
It's all about memory and timing. You've just got to memorize the controls, and you've got to time it perfectly. I remember getting so angry with that game.
Wow, we have someone watching called Akira. Respect. It's a cool name. Bonsoir, les amis. My French is absolutely horrendous. Bonsoir. Good evening. But we've got a few right answers there, guys. Retro Bear.
Don Bluth was an amazing animator, though, for the time.
And there's my mate Fletch. It's good to see. It's his birthday soon, and we're going out fishing and on the piss.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Fletch. So, yeah, looking forward to that. Okay, guys, number 5. What was considered to be the first 32-bit console? With your wrong answers, Sega Zombie.
I've put the Amiga CD 32, but I don't think it was.
And budget nostalgia.
Now that I think about it, I think it's the Sega 32X, but I put the Atari Jaguar.
Guys,
I don't know why.
Now, this is one of these questions where when I first wrote it, like I thought it was going to be the CD32, the Amiga. However,
they were beaten. I know they were picked to the post, but I can't remember.
After about an hour of looking at what to write for the answer to this question, I come up with the FM Towns Marty. Now, it was 32-bit, but it only had a 16-bit bus. But like the actual processor part of it was 32-bit, and it beat the Amiga CD32 by just a couple of months.
It never come outside of Japan, though, did it? The Marty.
No, it didn't. But if any of you follow Mr. Bads on Facebook, he's got a FM Towns PC.
I know. And what a beauty that is.
Well, for me, I was like, well, what the fuck's that? Like, I honestly don't know them. I've never seen one before. And then I started looking into it, and it's like, holy shit! I didn't realize that even existed. Like back when that came out, and it's an absolutely fantastic piece of kit. And then I saw how much it was worth, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds like something Paul would go for. Like, he's got an amazing collection.
Yeah.
He genuinely has. But yeah, so budget. Have you heard of FM Towns?
No,
Because until then, I hadn't. Scott?
Yes, yeah, no, I've been hunting an FM Towns Marty, which I know Mr. Bads has got one of those too, for years. But they go for ridiculous money because they're pretty unreliable hardware, and you can buy a junk one from Japan.
Put it
for
on the shelf.
£100 maybe, but they're silly money. Silly. They have been for years. I'm going back 10 years, and they were still free for £500 then. So I hate to think what they go for now.
Shit.
And the FM Towns like PC setup is a lot better than the console because the console was restricted a lot more. So the FM Towns PC, some of the arcade ports for back then, like Chase HQ and things like that, were like literally arcade perfect.
Retro Bear, 7 out of 10 so far. He's doing well.
He would be smashing us right now, wouldn't he?
Heaps agrees. Mental money. Heaps is another guy I'd absolutely love to get a name. And just while Heaps is in the chat, guys, if you've got nothing to do on a Friday and you're having a bottle of wine like myself, check Heaps's streams out.
Great stream. I really enjoyed that.
It's worth it just for the swearing. Honestly, I fucking love it.
And everyone kind of gets on his back, don't they? Everyone's trying to break him.
Did you not hear about what happened the other week? So he paused the game, and like when the game's paused, there's like I think it was Resident Evil. There's like a sound of rain, like so. Like when you pause the game, all you can hear is like rain. Yeah. But up in Inverness here, it was absolutely pissing down, and I was like, fucking hell, man, that is like so loud. Like there's definitely something wrong. No, that was it. I was like, there's no audio. I was like, because all I could hear was the rain in the shed, and it turned out that it wasn't actually raining outside. It was Heaps of stream. I could hear all along, and he was fucking about with it for about 10 minutes trying to sort out his stream, and it was completely my fault. I was like, so sorry, mate. So sorry.
He's saying it was a bad stream Friday, but it was the pace of the game. But I was getting into it. I kind of, because I don't know any. What was it? System Shock. The game was called. Was it called System?
I hope it's good because I actually won it. I can't believe it. I won 2 weeks in a row.
I can remember it. But I was not a PC gamer really. My dad had one, so when I still lived at home, I'd use his. But I think that must have come out afterwards because I never played it. But I really enjoyed watching him play that, and it was just funny watching him die over and over again.
Okay, guys. So yeah, no points for number 5. Number 6, guys, is Hard Driven or Hard Driving. The arcade cab from Atari was munching on your 10p's in what year? Scott, what year were you not putting any money into Hard Driving?
Do you know what? I can remember Hard Driving, and I think I've got the year wrong. But I can remember it was in our local seaside, and I just used to love sitting in it and turning the key because it was the first arcade game where you had to turn the ignition on, and I just thought that blew my mind.
Yeah. It was the gears. It had a clutch as well, didn't it?
Yeah, it had proper. I can't remember if it had a clutch, but I remember having proper gears, and I was just like amazed by it. But I've put 1986, but that's a
budget.
Guess.
What did you put, mate?
I put 1984.
I'm glad you done that because everyone's putting in 89 before we've told everyone the answer. It was 1989.
Really? That late? I didn't realise it was that late.
Well done, girl Daniel. Northerner. A couple of years out there for the chef and for rock and roller. Okay, number 7. How many games were officially released for the Nintendo Virtual Boy? So I'm not talking about like stuff that people bought after demos, blah blah blah. And we're going to go with you, budget, on this one, mate. What are you seeing? It's a choice of 2 numbers, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, maybe 3, but I'm going to say 13.
You're
That's
going to
what
go
I've
for
written down.
13. Scott, how about you?
I know it's low. I've put 19.
Scott was closest. It was 22. Officially, there was 22. Now, there's a couple of guys got 18 here. Good job, Generation Pixels there, though. I'm backing us up, me fellow ZX Spectrum lover. He's gone with 22. From the information I could find, it was 22. But anyway, because that's quite a contentious question, I think we'd best move on to the next one. And we had, in 1996, Apple developed a new console. What was it called? Scott?
It was the Apple Pippin.
And budget?
Nah, I haven't a clue.
It was the Apple Pippin.
Yeah. Knew when you said it.
What I want to talk about for this question is the controller. Like, it actually had a rollerball in the controller. Like, what the fuck? Have you ever seen that before on a controller? Other than a mouse? Like, it's just the worst controller I've ever seen.
I'm not sure how many games. I think that had very few games on it. I know I had one.
You actually had one?
I actually had one. Yeah, years ago. I got hold of one, but it was awful. I can't even remember what it was on it, but it was crap.
It kind of looks like the
worst console I've ever seen.
Yeah, the controller reminds me of the Boomerang PS3 controller we were shown before it came out.
Yeah, that's exactly. But like that ball in the middle, it's like,
That's so strange.
Bizarre. But anyway, I suppose I got it right in the end when they went on to phones. Number 9. What British game developer / publisher was founded in 1990 and is still going today? They're based in Wakefield. Now, I was asking you guys if you knew who that was. Budget nostalgia. Do you know who that was?
I'm gonna go with Team 17.
Team 17. And how about you, Scott?
I've gone with GT Interactive because I have no idea.
Budget. You pulled through on this one, mate. The answer is
Hey, got one.
Well done, mate. There's a few people got that right in there. I don't know if it was the clue that got them there in the end, but yeah, like obviously didn't they do Worms? I think Worms.
I was with Rock and Roller. I was going to go Codemasters, but when you said 1990, I knew Codemasters were around in the 80s.
Before.
Yeah.
And I was just like, Team 17 Worms. I absolutely hate that game, so that's why I wouldn't know it. I'm a Lemmings
guy, but I've still got the Worms collection for the Evercade. I've been buying a lot of Evercade cartridges recently.
Yeah,
but that's because I've got the VS, the Founders Edition, coming. So and I figured Worms is like obviously on the Evercade you can only play one player, whereas on the VS it's 2 player. And I'm like, Worms is a decent 2-player game.
Yeah,
and like I much prefer the 2D version to like the 3D stuff that they come out with. But yeah, there's a few people said then. Oh, and of course they've done Alien Breed, which was basically a huge rip-off of Aliens.
Do you know what? Everyone loved that game back in the day, Alien Breed, but I never liked it.
It's fucking solid.
It's a solid game.
Shit.
Yeah, but you like a solid game, but there was never any incentive for me to go back for more for that game. I don't know what it is. I just preferred.
It was very samey.
I preferred the Bitmap Brothers. I preferred Chaos Engine and all that sort of stuff. I was never really into Alien Breed.
Got the Amiga t-shirt on tonight. So, yeah. Chaos Engine probably my favourite shooter on the Amiga. I do love the Amiga. Pedro's in. VHS Bootleggers. Good to see you, mate. I was saying to Scott earlier, I really enjoyed your stream the other night about the 80s kind of like movie stars, but I did miss the last hour, and Scott says it's quite juicy, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch that back. I had to go to sleep, and I had to go to bed at about 11 o'clock. I was up early the next day, so yeah, I missed it, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna go back for that. Okay, guys. So that was question 9. Question 10 was, in what game did we first see Mr. X, who was also known as the Tyrant? Budget, we're going to go with you on this one, mate. What did you get for that?
I guessed Thief.
Thief?
I can't remember if it was the original Xbox that came out on, or if it was just Xbox One. So that's why I was questioning that.
And Scott?
I've gone Resident Evil, but I don't know which one, because I know there's the Tyrant. Is it Resident Evil 3? I'll say 3, but I don't know.
I'll say 2.
Resident Evil.
No,
I was wrong.
it is Resident Evil 2. It's
Yeah.
Resident Evil 2.
Bastard.
But because Nemesis features him on the front of the game, it was kind of a trick question, hoping that you go for Resident Evil 3 because he's on there, but his first appearance... It's a bit like Sonic when he was in... what was the racing game he was in as the keychain? That was his first appearance in a game. Was that not Burnout or something like that, Scott? Sonic's
What's that?
first...
Sonic? It was...
What was,
God.
he was the Kiwi, wasn't he?
Yeah, Gal Racer. Radmobile was the first game. And he's the like the air freshener swingy thing on the mirror. Yeah.
Well, Tyrant was in Resident Evil 2, but obviously he's a lot more prominent in Resident Evil 3. So no points for anyone there, guys.
And Mr. X, Rock and Rollers put Street of Rage, and he's right, because it is Mr. X and Street of Rage. But
For me, in Resident Evil, he's always been Tyrant. I literally... someone was mentioning Mr. X. It was either on a live stream. I was like, "Who the fuck's Mr. X?" And everyone's like, "Well, you're meant to like Resident Evil. You should know this." And I'm like, "I've never ever heard of him."
As soon as you said Mr.
X,
X, there's a lot of games with a Mr. X in it. But when you said Tyrant, I was definitely like, "Well, it's definitely Resident Evil." And I should have guessed Resident Evil 2, really, because it's my favourite one out of them all. But I thought it was 3. I fell for your trap, Paul. Hook, line, and sinker.
Well, there's heaps there. He's gonna clear everything up because obviously, he loves his Resident Evil. It's because he plays it every other Friday, basically, because that's all they ever vote for. But Nemesis is a hybrid of the Tyrant. Came after Mr. X. Oh, well, there we go. So, guys, how did we get on out of the 10?
Not very well. This is the worst I've ever done. I got 2, did I?
Nothing there. You got Dirk, Dragon's Lair,
and the Pippin.
Got note there, or there. Oh, you got the Pippin. Budge, you got Team 17 though, so
Yeah.
that was 2-1. 2-1 to you, Scott, out of them 10. So I tell you what, this is going down to the wire, guys. This is going down to the wire. Next, we had the fantastic music round, and the first one should have been a bit of a given. It was one of my favorite games. I only ever owned 3 games on the Game Boy back in the day, and this was one of them. And Scott, what did you get for number 1 of the music round?
I put Double Dragon.
Unfortunately, that's not a game I had back in the day. Budget Nostalgia, what did you have?
I think it's Link's Awakening.
It is Link's Awakening.
See, I'd never know that. I don't play Zelda.
Never do I. Back then, to me, it's such a... Just love that.
The only Zelda I ever played all the way through, and I must admit I loved it, and it is a beautiful, beautiful game, and that is the Super Nintendo one, A Link to the Past. That game, I can remember, it blew my... Because I never had the attention span for RPGs, but that game just reeled me in. And I've had a quick go on Zeldas since, and I don't think any of them are as beautiful as what that game was. But...
What happened to the real?
It's all in the questions, isn't it?
It's all coming on now, man. The turning. Right, guys. The next question was number 2, and we're going to go with you. Budget on this one.
I don't know, because I consider it a Mega Drive game, but I went for Desert Strike because it's the first thing that popped into my head.
Desert Strike. And how about you, Scott?
I went for Probotector.
The answer is Desert Strike. Well done. Wow. That's 2-0 to Budget Nostalgia, who is now...
Woohoo!
There's still the picture around to go. Thank you, safe.
There's still the pitch around to go up. Yeah.
The pitch around is what saved me when I first come on this program. All them weeks back, I was losing the other rounds, but winning the pitcher. It might save me tonight. I don't know.
There's still another three in the music round to go, and we're going to go for number 3. I'll be amazed if you get this one. I just thought it was quite bizarre. Scott, what did you get for number 3, mate?
I put Theme Park.
Theme Park, and how about you, Budget?
I put Adam's Family because it hadn't a notion.
The answer is it's Theme Park.
Yes! You know what? I've got my nephew to thank for that game, because when I used to babysit him when he was young, he just used to sit there and make pathways on Theme Park just all night. Just sit there making pathways, and like you start off with about 2 rides, don't you? So you'd have the same ride just scattered everywhere, and I just remembered that too. The hours of when I used to look after him when he was little.
Theme Park or Theme Hospital?
Theme Park for me. I know Jade's going to be screaming because she loves Theme Hospital, but I love Theme
Hospital too.
I'm a Theme Hospital guy. I must admit, I love Theme Hospital. Like, I love Theme Park as well, and I love the one where you could like design your roller coaster, and then you could like actually sit in it, and it would show you what it looked like to go around your roller coaster. But Theme Park was just Theme Hospital. Like, I just thought the comedy value was absolutely superb.
Yeah, it was good comedy.
It was just the next level of comedy with like Floaty Head and Elvisitis or whatever it was called.
Something to pick up. 2 Point Hospital is the new sort of successor to it.
Yeah.
Which one's that?
2 Point Hospital, I think it's called.
Yeah, I bought that for Jade on the Switch.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I think it goes
very similar.
A lot of these sort of games, though, they get so involved and so detailed that you kind of... She didn't get into that one as much as Theme Hospital because she said there's just too much to do. You kind of get
a bit with football manager games now. There's that much to do. I just can't be bothered. I'm like, fucking hell, I feel like I should be getting paid to manage this team. You know what I mean? Yeah. I've got to do everything. Well, guys, so that's the first 3 questions of the music round, and every one of them has been correct by one guy or the other. This is the first. Number 4. Scott, what did you have for number 4 of the music round?
I've put Teddy Boy.
Teddy Boy. Budget Nostalgia. What have you got?
Wonder Boy.
So close. Well, no, you're so close to each other. The actual answer is, and well, unless it is in the games that you've said, but I ripped that from California Games on the Master System.
Oh, interesting.
It's a very familiar. It was a very familiar song, but couldn't place it.
Retro Bears there. He's backed me up, and California Games. It's one of those tunes that like it's not from that game, but that game kind of took it on, didn't he, and used it.
I don't think I've ever played California Games on the Master System. To me, California Games I played on the Atari Lynx. I remember loving it on that, and obviously the micro. Yeah,
I split on this. I loved pretty much all of the sports, especially the surfing. But fuck, I hated that beanbag thing. You know, when you've got to keep the bag up.
Yeah.
I was shit at that. Like,
yeah, same. I was playing it recently. Couldn't get the hang of it.
I've played it recently within the last 6 months, and I still haven't got a fucking clue what I'm doing. Not a clue. So, Scott, we're going to go with you with this one, mate, for number 5, because I know this one was burning you up inside.
See, the problem is I love the Saturn and I play a lot of games and they all just jumble into one with me. A lot of that kind of thrashy metal sort of music.
Well, as I say, this that's only don't take it as gospel that was only on that system. This could be a game that's been on a lot of systems.
Oh,
so but it's just the actual music I ripped it from for the one that you listened to was from the Saturn.
Ah, right, okay. Well, I've gone for Galactic Attack.
Galactic Attack. And how about your budget? I feel like it's do. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Oh,
yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. It's very quiet now, though.
I've lost you.
Oh, shit. Right, hold on. I'll have a bit funny on with this fucking thing here. I'm shit with this fucking StreamYard. Right, are you back? Can you hear me?
Hold on, I'm trying to fix it.
No worries, mate.
Hello?
Hello.
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you fine. Can you hear us? Hello? Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello? Yes, yes.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello? Yes, yes.
Yeah, I am just watching it back on the live.
Hello? Yes, yes.
I went with. I'm just watching it back. I went with Burning Rangers.
Right. The answer was Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Not even close.
Budget. If you log out of StreamYard and log back in, your sound will probably sort itself out. If you come right out of StreamYard and then log back in with that link, it will probably rectify
What
it.
if I came out for being a naughty boy?
Yeah, but he needs to log out.
Oh, right, let's get him out of here.
You're a right bugger with these questions, aren't you? Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That was Dracula X on the Saturn, wasn't it?
You joking? Was it?
Yeah, it weren't called Castlevania Symphony of the Night, or it was Castlevania X. It wasn't called Symphony of the Night on the Saturn.
Pesky. Well, you love Japanese stuff, right?
Yeah.
It's a Japanese website. I get these.
And do you know what? I don't actually own that game because it doesn't play as well on the Saturn as it does on the PlayStation, and that's one of the only games I can honestly say that runs better on the PlayStation than it does the Saturn.
Do you know what? I wouldn't be on it on the PlayStation anytime soon either. I think Sai sold this for like £200.
Yeah, I sold mine for about that. Yeah,
it's fucking nuts. Budget, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Yeah.
We can hear you as well. It's good to have you back, mate. It's really good to have you back. So we were just saying there, Castlevania Sympathy of the Night on the Saturn isn't actually called Castlevania Sympathy of the Night. But it doesn't really matter because Scott didn't put the answer that it would have been anyway if it was. So I'm kind of off the hook on this one. Right, guys. So we're going to move on to our last 10 questions. And we've got the tiebreak as well, which I always forget to ask people. So we're going to go on to the picture round cover art. And Scott, I'm only going with you on this one because I know you said that you were having trouble on it. So what did you come up with in the end for your guesstimation for number 1?
For the first time ever, I have not put an answer because it was bugging me that much. I know that cover, but I just don't know it. And I don't want to guess, so I've left it blank.
Budget Nostalgia, what are you putting on?
Hadn't a clue, but I put Nightmare on Elm Street. But I don't even know if there was a game.
The answer was E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
Oh, for Christ's sake! Yeah, what
That's the first thing that jumped out at me.
There's a lot of people in the chat just getting in just before I asked for the answer. I know you're dying to get in there, guys, but just let the lads have an answer first. Yeah. So E.T. Yeah, if you look, you can see his little red finger and the little.
I didn't spot it.
Never noticed.
It was there. I put that bit in. It was the only bit I recognised. Number 2, Budget Nostalgia. We're going to go with you, mate.
I went with Afterburner.
Astro.
Afterburner.
Afterburner. Scott.
I went with Astro Blaster.
The answer is Astro Warrior.
That's its American name, Astro Blaster, I think.
Is it?
He's a way to check.
It is Astro Warrior. Oh my god, I put Astro Blaster.
Mate, stop doing that shit, man. Fucking stressing out here.
Oh, that's well pissed me off because I know that game very well, and I've put the.
Well, it may have pissed you off, but I feel fucking quite. I'm quite relieved over here. There's a lot of relief in Inverness. Okay, so we're still at 0-0 for the picture cover round. We're going to go with number 3, and we're going with Budget Nostalgia. Number 3, what have you got for number 3, mate?
I'm pretty sure it's the original Mario Bros. On the Atari.
Mario Bros. On the Atari? Okay.
Pretty sure.
And how about you, Scott?
I went with Donkey Kong.
It's Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
It's Donkey Kong. There was like like the bar, like the what you walk on, like the levels.
Yeah.
There's just a little hint of that in there.
Didn't notice that.
Just to differentiate. Number 4. Number 4, we're going with you, Scott. What did you get?
Easy, that one. That was the easiest one. Strider.
Budget Nostalgia.
Yeah, hadn't a clue. Just put Planet of the Apes because I've seen monkeys on it. Had no notion.
It was Strider, and I didn't. The whole cover is a guy, like right in the front cover. He doesn't even feature in that. Like the screenshot was totally not him whatsoever. Look at Nerdy Geezer. Nerdy Geezer's hammering these. He is in with every one of these so far. He got the first one. Lee, you know where to come. Come on, mate. Get yourself on.
Yeah.
So Strider is the correct answer. Number 5, and we're going to go with you, Scott, on this one, mate. What did you get for number 5?
Bomberman.
Bomberman, and how about you, Budget?
Same. Bomberman. Said SNES, but I wasn't sure.
Technically, it was Super Bomberman.
It's Super Bomberman on the Super Nintendo, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm happy with Bomberman. I'll accept that. Like
SNES.
because I was zoomed right in on the face. I'm not expecting you to know that it was the Nintendo one. But yeah, well done, guys. Both got that correct. Number 6, Scott. Did you manage to find this in your collection?
Well, I knew what game it was, obviously, but I was a little bit like, well, which one? It is Panzer Dragoon Saga.
Budget, how did you get on with that one?
Hadn't a clue.
The correct answer was Panzer Dragoon Saga. I think he said Sega. And number 7, Scott, I'm not sure if you caught number 7 because I think you were still like head deep in your second
I
collection.
nearly missed that one, you know. I was like,
I see you put it back. Like,
yeah,
fuck.
It was a I know this is an RPG. I know it's an RPG, obviously. Did you want my answer for it?
Yeah, go for it, man.
I'll put Vagrant Story.
Vagrant Story. What about your Budget?
Yeah, I didn't get one.
It was Vagrant Story.
Yeah.
So, congratulations. you don't want to get that, because I actually seen how little time you had at looking at that, and I know
literally none. But it was a game that sold extremely well when I worked for Electronics Boutique, and I was forever putting that on the shelf. So that's how I know that one.
I was going to say, like, because that was a PlayStation exclusive, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah, it was only on the
So,
PlayStation,
yeah.
and they always got me to do the PlayStation wall, because PlayStation just had a massive wall in Electronics Boutique, because it was all about shop space. Because the PlayStation sold well, that got the most space, and it was always me that had to tidy that all up and put out.
Sort that shit out.
Yeah, and a Vagrant Story, I can remember we used to have boxes of them, just tear them open and put shitloads of that out because it was a popular game.
I bought it. I did buy it on release and quite enjoyed it as well. I'm sure it's a game that Stu would enjoy from Generation Pixel. In fact, there he is. Surprisingly, he got that one right. But we all know he does love a good JRPG. And okay, so number 8, budget. We're going to go with you on this one, mate. What did you get for number 8?
It said Stunt FX.
Stunt FX. And how about you, Scott?
It's Pilot Wings.
It was Pilot Wings.
Yeah.
Well done. Number 9. I'm sure both you guys got this one. Scott?
Crazy Taxi.
Yeah.
Budget.
Crazy Taxi. Yeah.
Crazy Taxi. And we'll finish off on number 10. Budget, we're going to go with you, mate. What'd you get for
Luigi's Mansion?
And Scott?
Luigi's Mansion. Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion. I tell you what, that was pretty close there. Like that was a really, really enjoyable quiz. Budget, I thought you'd done absolutely fantastic, mate. And
done better than I thought I would, so that's a bonus.
He's been messaging me going, "Oh my god, I'm going to do terrible. It's going to be the worst score of it." And I'm like,
"No, he's done really well.
Honestly, it'll be fine."
If it weren't for that last round, you'd have beat me, I think, because you got way more on the music than me. Yeah, no, I think you would have beaten me. The box art saves me, doesn't it?
Goldin, he had a bit of a time up for 5 minutes there. He wrote one of the answers. It was only just before like the answer come out, so I've got to just try and be as fair as I can. Do you know what I mean? So sorry about that, mate. Like, it's not. You see, when I like put people in a timeout, it's basically because that answers come out a little bit before we actually see the answer, and I can't just get rid of that message. I only get 2 options. It's ban or 5-minute timeout. So, like, you know, between the two, it's definitely the better of the two. So, yeah. So I'm sorry for anyone that I've timed out for 5 minutes tonight, but yeah, there's just a few answers come in before the lads got a chance. But Budget Nostalgia, honestly, mate, I thought you put up a fucking cracking show. I really do. You've got
don't have to
nothing to be embarrassed about. I know you were worried beforehand that you thought it was going to be a poor show, but do you know what? I thought you'd done absolutely fantastic. So well done.
Next time I'll have to do some revision.
Well, I mean, there is always a next time. You can apply to come on the quiz absolutely as many times as you want. It's been absolutely fantastic to see you as well. Like, I've spoke to you offline or behind the scenes like a few times, and I know originally we were talking about like doing like a Gernal Daniel sort of thing, but I'm really glad that you came on, mate, and I'm really looking forward to the new content that you're putting out, and I'm especially looking forward to finding out about that little handheld, mate.
I think that's the next one. So keep your eye out.
So I thought you'd done really well. And Scott, well, fuck me, that's like 7.
No change.
7
that was my worst week. I think I got 14. And Ross, if he would have been on this week, he would have smashed me. He got 17 out of 30. That was a really hard quiz, that one. I really struggled. I know I messed a couple of the answers up, which is kicking me, but he still would have beaten me, even with the couple that I knew the answers to, but put it down wrong. You know.
Yeah, but I agree. Yeah, with heaps. Unlucky tonight, mate. I thought you'd done a really good show, Budget. But yeah, Scott, when it comes to those pitch rounds, stacking those fucking shells, mate.
That's it.
You probably didn't realise at the time, but now I bet you're like, wow.
Yeah. Enough.
That's actually a good shout by
Cheers.
Rock and Roller RC.
And also, Budget, I'm going to check your channel out because I'm not. I'm going to, as soon as we get off this, I'm going to go and have a look and subscribe to your channel, mate, because I've not seen it before. So I'm looking forward to it, mate.
Really, really good channel. I come across him when it was the collaboration he'd done with Press Start Gaming, which was to do with the Desert Strike series.
Oh, the Desert Strike.
No, it was the Desert Strike series that I saw first, and when I seen that, obviously, I had to sub, but very, very active on Twitter, which is probably my least most active platform. There's too much politics on there for me a lot of the time. So
I avoid all that. It's just games. That's it.
Is Twitter full of snowflakes, or is it just like people looking to cause shit on there? I don't know. Don't know the answer.
People love causing shit on there.
I know. You know, I'm just. You get enough shit with Facebook, don't you? Why bring Twitter into your life? That's my motto, anyway.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, Scott, obviously, you never go on Twitter because, like, I tag you in a photo like every other week, and there's just like just total fucking blackout. So sometimes you go on Instagram every now and again, like you go through spurts, like you'll do like 5 or 6 and then nothing, and then you'll come back. Yeah, we do say, but no, but Jim, you're pretty active on Twitter normally.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's good to see some good subs going into there. Link to the channel, guys. After the stream's finished, I'll put it in the comments below. I'll put a link to Budget Nostalgia's channel. You'll definitely enjoy him. He's a lovely guy, and he does. For me, there's not enough of this going on within our kind of community, but it's just simple little repairs. Simple little repairs. You done one on Drift on the
PS4 controller.
Nintendo Switch. Was it the Switch or was it the PS4?
I think it was the PS4 controller.
And just little things like that that really pisses gamers off. You know, just little fixes that you didn't even know existed, and it can change your game experience. So
yeah.
Thanks for coming on tonight, mate. I know that it was quite short notice as well.
Yeah.
Danny dropped out, and I'd spoke to you a few months ago, and I really wanted to get you on, mate. Like, because I know that you could crack, and
I'll be back on, and hopefully better prepared next time.
Fucking too right.
You had me sweating.
Will Scott still be here? Probably. So, guys, that's it from the quiz. Both of these guys are going to be dropped out into the background now. But before we go, Scott, what have you got lined up for us, mate? What's happening next on the channel?
Well, I've got a Spectrum Spectacular that I filmed a little while back, actually, but I've been so busy on live streams and YouTuber of the month that it's just sat on the back burner, but that's nearly done. So that's going to go out really soon. And I've got a new series coming, which has been delayed for about 2 years, but that is imminent. A new series to the channel. And I'm going to be doing more live streams because I done one a couple of weeks ago, a test stream, and I had loads of people watching, and
I was there.
It was a really good night. I really enjoyed it. So I think there's going to be more of that to come as well.
Yeah, I must admit, I did enjoy that. I did. And how about your Budget? Obviously, you've got your...
Of this one here, and I don't actually know. Might do Pokemon Snap, the new Pokemon Snap, because my last video was on the original. So I'm thinking
it would be really, really good to see you back, mate. Personally, I really enjoy watching your content, and it's been it's good to see you back. I'm hoping
a few bits
this
in the works.
This is the catalyst to getting you back, mate, on the tubes.
Yeah.
Because like when I very, very first started out, like when I used to speak to Scott and say him, like, mate, what the fuck do I do here? Like, how do I make videos and shit like that?
Yeah.
And you know what? He actually used to put up with me and like say, well, you need this, that, and the other. And but honestly, you're one of the first guys that I watched, like right at the beginning, at the beginning. So I really want to see you back, and I really hope you do, mate. So
Yeah, some stuff in the works. We'll see what comes first.
well, that's good news. And if there's anything I can do to help, then yeah, just let me know, man. And I'll be there.
No bother.
Cool. Right. Okay. I'll drop you off into the backstage, ready for them. You know, the explicit talk and slagging everyone off and all that type of shit. So see you in 5.
Right.
Cheers, guys.
See you later, dude. Scott, 7-time champion. Fucking hell, man.
I honestly thought I'd lost it tonight. I really did. My brain I couldn't process anything tonight. And it's definitely because I've had a busy day. So, but he had me on my toes, didn't he? Again, that box art round saved me. It saved me, definitely. But Rock and Roller, I was trying to reply to him. He keeps asking me where I got my arcade cab from.
Which one?
The video master there. That comes from a vendor. He was retiring, and his best mate used to make the Video Master cab, and he had loads of them, all still sealed new.
Nice.
And he's retiring. He was an old boy, and he was retiring it because he used to like lease them out to chip shops.
What?
I'm heading to the shop here, so I'm not going to be here after the stream.
Oh, right, okay. I'm trying to read it. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? Right, no worries, mate. If you've got to go, you've got to go.
Right. Talk to you after.
I'll drop you both out, but guys, remember in about 8 minutes' time, Lee Retro Chef, he's going to be doing his live pickups tonight, guys. And I.
So
there it is.
Forget.
There's the reminder. There it is.
Yeah.
Just so you can see like what's happening tonight. I thought I'd make a sexy little like a little outro video. It didn't really turn out too great, and I only had about 20 minutes to do it. But hey, this is the best that I've come up with. So guys, Scott, Budget, I'll speak to you in the background, mate. Until next time. See you in 2 weeks' time, guys. Good night.
Cheers.
Right.